if they let him go here, Geelong West. So
they have to tag him, do you think?
They have to put a bit of work into him, you'd suspect.
I mean, for many, many years,
I think
been
Andrew
tagged.
Chalice is probably the one you have to put a bit of work into too, though.
Well, once you get out of the mud, once you get out of the mud, he won't be much in there.
Robbie Sims is going to Chalice, so that's the first one. I don't like the look of Robbie Sims' calf, though. It's got a massive big white bandage around it. That's not a good start when you're trying to chase Andrew Chalice.
No, but I tell you what, he has been playing well in the last 2 or 3 weeks, Sims.
He has, which...
Eric's clock, I can't get it working.
No, the memorial clock's not working.
Probably run out of battery because Grubby leaves it on in his
blind leading the blind here sometimes. So
it's as old as Eric, isn't he? Get a new one.
So start of the first term here, Match Day Live, round 8 at the Western Oval. It's Geelong West and East Geelong. You're listening to it not live and exclusive on 94.7 The Pulse. And Bolton goes up and gets it down, the first tap of the afternoon. And White at the back of the pack and the back of the centre square for Geelong West trying to get it out. Flung out somehow towards half forward for the Eagles. But the ball came back through Patch, goes close to the boundary line. Bolton comes across. Eagles with the numbers if they can keep it in. They can't do so now. And it will be a boundary throw-in, I think. Central's got it, but now it comes back to the boundary umpire, so he will throw it in. Left half forward, East attacking the northern end of the first term. Well, the Melbourne end here at the Western Oval. Punched away in the ruck contest by Donaldson. Through the middle. The Eagles somehow get a kick free towards half forward. Donaldson gets back there. Breaks free. Wants to switch the play back towards centre half back. It's okay. Dan takes the mark. Handballs it away quickly. They're running through the middle. Connor Long can run for the Cheetahs and go. He taps it on the ground. Going to be under pressure as he gets his kick away. He does. Inside 50. Holds up in the breeze. No mark taken. Primke there, though, running across 50. Does okay. Handballs it back towards Warwick. And they've still got the numbers so they can get it back to Primke. They can. He gives the don't argue and gives the handball away to Kane Marsh. Defensive 50. Back towards the middle. Dylan O'Toole can't keep it there. Oh, geez, it hits the surface in the middle and runs away about 50 metres. Bradshaw gets across there for Geelong West at half back. Needs some support because he lost the footy. White gets back there in support as well. He breaks free. Gets one high. Umpire says play on. Then he dropped the footy. Umpire said play on. So the Cheetahs still go. Now the handball comes out. They might be away. Sims gives it away. Bradshaw goes wide. Might be okay. And finds his teammate there in Robertson, who takes it at left half back.
So Robertson from the half back line is going to go back towards centre half back. I think no, he goes shorts, looking for Sims. Kicks okay. Called the play on. Although I thought he was going to be play on by the umpire.
He knew it was touched, but the umpire didn't hear it.
So that's all right. I thought it might have been lacking in distance, but it made the contact of the mark. And Robbie Sims now from still back of their centre wing. Kicks around the boundary line. Go and look for the big fellow, Gregorio, up in front. Mark's not taken. Get a Reese. Can't pick the ball up. Feeds the ball out. Picked up by Gregorio. Spins out of trouble. Goes back towards centre wing. Picked up there and spun out of trouble. I think it was Long kicking into the half-forward line to Wall. Can't take the mark. Chalice. Front and square. Takes the ball off the contest. Kick's not good. White coming the other way for Geelong West. Picks the ball up and goes on his right foot towards the half-forward line. Mark's not taken but ready at ground level. Picks up. Swirls. Swivels. Handballs out. Only as far as Bowman to Chalice. And Chalice now good-looking kick across the face of goal. Sorry, to the centre of the ground. Mark's not taken in there. It's picked up. Dylan O'Toole. Handball into the middle of the ground. Lockie spun it. Tripped in the mud. Went to Trotter by hand. Didn't have a clean possession. Got the old Trotter free kick and put his head down.
Oh, he's good at that, isn't he?
He is. He's seen Selwyn and now he's got a 15-metre penalty, and that'll be the first goal of the afternoon because I don't think he'll miss from about 15 metres out. So Clayton Trotter will kick for goal. Not too sure what the free kick was for, but I still know what the free kick was for, but what the 50 was for. But he's 15 metres out directly in front. So first score will be on the 3-minute mark of the quarter. Whether it's a goal or not, we'll soon wait to see. Chips at the ball. Oh, he's gone across. Well, no, he's come back enough.
He's got it.
And it's going to be a goal. So Clayton Trotter has the first goal of the afternoon for the East Geelong side. They move to 1 goal straight. They leave Geelong West, who are yet to score. We've gone 3 minutes. First quarter coming off in Hotel scoreboard.
Gee, I tell you what, he just does that perfectly, doesn't he? He just puts his body where he's going to get a free kick. A little bit like Selwood from Geelong, although he's been doing it a lot longer than him. But what I had to laugh about, and I know you called it during in the call, Jace. Did you see the ball hit that mud and it was like skimming yonnies down at Lurdy Gorge. It just kept going.
Didn't it? It was a good bounce off it, wasn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is, I'll tell you. We'll have to wear a helmet out here. So back to the middle. Slowly, but it's back there. First blood to the Eagles this afternoon. Bolton goes up, Gregorio. Bolton gets it down easily. Through the middle. Reese kicks it off the ground, goes towards half forward. Cheetahs White works hard for it. Can't pick it up though. And the umpire will come and ball it up. Point of the centre square at half forward for the Eagles. Big Pack followed the ball out of the middle. Gregorio goes up. Bolton gets it down to the side. Ricky O'Toole leaves it in the end. Stevens came through. Gregorio gets a clearing kick towards the glue pot. Bounces okay in the end though. And that came to Wall. Tried to look for Sims. Chalice runs across half back. Gives it away to Marsh by hand. He goes to the right foot kick. Out wide. Foot race towards the boundary line. Chalice, he follows it over there, as does Michael Dan. They see it over the line. True centre wing on the outer side here at the Western Oval for a boundary throw-in. So Bolton and Gregorio, short boundary throwing. Gregorio gets it to the side of the pack. They break free the Cheetahs with a clearing kick towards half forward, but Primke standing across there in a familiar spot at centre half back. Kicks it long inside 50. Over the back, long. Will get there quickly for the Cheetahs. Does nicely. And pinpoints Donaldson on the overlap. Goes out wide's okay. And they've chipped it to half back and they find Robertson. He goes to White in between half back and centre wing. Goes towards the middle of the ground. It holds up. Oh, Bolton comes out. Does pretty well against Wall. Needs some support though. Wall, second effort was okay. He got the clearing kick. Might be okay. Goes towards half forwards on centre wing now. And Stevens for East Geelong. Got the handball away to nobody in particular. Robertson just left in the end. Sponner comes in. Shuffled the handball out. Might be okay. Got the numbers at the back of the pack east. Marsh was just a kick for nowhere towards centre wing. They've still got the numbers. Bolton, Trotter gets it over the top to Reese. Has to sit and wait for it. Didn't sit for him. They run the other way. Sims through the middle through centre wing. Taps it on the ground and gives the handball out to White. He's close to the boundary line. He goes to the right foot, kick back to centre half forward. Gregorio set a task against O'Toole. Does well. Takes the mark inside the centre square for Geelong West. He needs to move it on quickly. Not much to kick to at the moment. He just, it's a terrible kick out of the middle. It goes towards half forward. Sponner gets across there for East Geelong. He can't pick it up effectively. Chalice stood his ground, pushed a Geelong West player off the ball, and then goes in and gets it himself. Runs free, handball chopped off. Stan Chewy's in there. He gets wrapped up as well at 50. The umpire will come in and ball it up. And will be 50 out from the West. Nearly 7 minutes played first term. One straight the Eagles. Geelong West yet to score.
Smitty, just watch this ball up. See if he can jump big Gregorio.
Yeah, he got off the ground. There was daylight between that and the shoe, so that was pretty good. Ball now with the Kane Marsh goes round towards the centre wing, leading out in the place for the ball. Over the top, Geelong West, their defence is strong. Comes out, goes back to the middle. White missed him. Picked up there by Stevens of East Geelong. Handball wasn't good. Little kick off the ground. That was excellent. But the kick going forward ends up in the hands there of Donaldson. He goes out wide, and we'll find Lima. Lima now from the centre wing goes forward. Better looking kick and finds Wall. So Wall now has a ball, steadies himself and is looking for some options up further, but East Geelong with numbers back behind the ball. He's called a play on now, gets around the player on the mark. Well, confidence there, takes a bounce and goes into the full forward line. Mark is taken in the pocket, a good strong grab, and it will be Alex Denham who's got the mark. Was going to go on there, but decided to set himself for goal. So from the forward pocket, we'll get a good look at it from here, right behind the flight. Taking plenty of time. Hope the umpire doesn't call him to play on as he's coming in to kick the goal.
How many seconds on the clock did he take?
Quite a few. So Denham comes in. First direct shot at goal. It's nice off the boot. He guides it through, and it's first goal there for the Geelong West side. So scores level here at the Western Oval, I think it's still called. 1 goal apiece. We played 8 minutes first quarter. Buckers Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Well, it took them 8 minutes to get a goal, but they actually looked pretty good then. They got the ball out of the centre, and it was all from lead-up play. They had a ball from the wing to the half-forward, then from half-forward, leading up well. And it just shows you that they can play good footy. It's whether or not they can play good footy against a good side for 4 quarters.
So back to the middle.
Now watch him. Now watch him. I reckon he had trouble jumping out of that mud when Benny Bolton smashed it in the thinger. You're allowed to stand almost in line, aren't you? I think he's got to try that. Get closer to him and try and use his body.
The umpire throws the ball in the air. Gregorio, Bolton gets it down, but rove by Kelly in the middle. Bolton followed up, got it to Chalice, runs away, goes with one bounce, 50 and closing, should kick the goal, and has hit the post. Andrew Chalice one behind, so 1-1-7 the Eagles. lead the Cheetahs 1 straight. 9.5 minutes played first term. That's what you like to see. Andrew Chalice on in full flight.
It's beautiful to watch.
It is. So the Cheetahs from fullback. Short little kick from Connor Long is okay into the pocket. And they just chip the ball around. It's okay. Marks come to White. Oh, chips it. Graham nearly chopped it off. Long was good enough to pick it back up and go to Donaldson, who takes the mark. So they've got out of trouble, the Cheetahs. Still at half back. He chips over to top to Wall. Marks in front of Kane Marsh. He goes with a kick towards half forward. It's okay as well. And finds Van Denham. He plays on quickly. Measures the pass towards half forward. Stan Chewy comes out. Spiner
That's
gets back
courage.
there.
That's a
Should have
mark.
nearly been a mark, I think. Primke, there's the payback. And he's called advantage. Goes now from Dylan O'Toole. Gives it away by hand. Spiner gets free. Handballs to Nobi in particular. Jamison was getting back there. Wall the other way. Handball to Stan Chewy. Has to sit and wait. Bowman underneath it as well. Takes it. Left foot kick to half forward. Might be okay. It'll have to be a mark because it's 3-on-1 for the Cheetahs. Handball missed Long. He gets support though. And he picks it up again. Short little kick's okay. And he finds Luke Reddy on centre wing. Don't know. Luke Reddy with no hair there. Goes
is that him?
short. That's him. He goes back in board. And they switch the play. They go to Dan, and then he goes across to the other side towards Farah. Graham worries him out of it. Needs to pick it up, though. Got Trotter in support if he can get the handball back inboard. He does. He's on centre wing on the outer side. He just measures the pass. Oh, Long came at it, did pretty well. The second effort was all right. They run through the middle of the Eagles. They've got it inside 50. Reese, blind turn was pretty good. Picked the footy up, right foot kick, and has kicked a behind for the Eagles. So they go to 1-2-8. They lead Geelong West 1 straight goal. 11 minutes played. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
I'm going to get a haircut like that runner.
Yeah, that'd suit you, Grub.
I think something out of the last of the Mohegans.
It's also great radio.
I've got a great head for radio.
So Connor Long decides to go straight down the middle of the ground. It's a nice looking kick. The mark has been taken. Quickly they turn and go back towards centre wing. Sims out by himself. Needs a good bounce. Had to stop and wait and collect it. Goes back. Got it now. Went to took over the top. Good tackle by Bowman. He's able to feed the ball out. Umpire said it's okay. It's been over the boundary line. And the ball in will take place on centre wing.
Just trying to do a little bit too much there, Simsy. Just get rid of the ball and kick it down the line.
So the ball thrown back in. Bolton up against Cogger over the back. It's tapped. Geelong West going to attack, but it's going back as Chalice. Went one way, went back the other, went onto his left foot hand. Handball to Parker, went back to Chalice. Just kicked it off the ground. Got the ball running forward. Went through the legs of a few players. Ends up and picked up there by East Geelong. Now it's in the centre half forward position. Players are converging. It's not coming out. They're pretty tight in there. And the umpire will come in and take possession. So the ball thrown up. Gregorio first there, but it's Bolton who wins the ball out. Goes out wide. Braden Spiner able to get the hand on the ball. Picked up there by Ricky O'Toole. Went on the left foot towards goal. Umpire didn't run too far across. A bit slippery down there in the goal square. So 1-3 now to East Geelong. Geelong West on at 1 goal straight. And you're right. Grub, Rick has lost a bit of weight.
He has, hasn't he?
Yep. And playing some good footy, said Scrunch. So we'll have to give him the word there.
Well, we're gone 18 minutes. That's his first touch.
The ball kicked out from the full back position. Nice kick, and it goes out to Dan. So Dan's in the back pocket for Geelong West. Looking for options further afield. Bradshaw was one of those options. Went shorter again. Went over the top. Missed his teammate. Picked up there by Chalice. He handballs or fades a handball and goes round. Kicks towards the full forward position. Graham's a target. With strength, he pushes his player out of the road. But over the top comes Long and knocks the ball out of bounds. So we've gone nearly 13 minutes first quarter. And it's 1-3 to East Geelong. Geelong West on 1 goal straight. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Well, Jace, you reckon that Sims went to Chalice at the start of the game? Well, that's about as close as he's got to him because he's been nowhere near him ever since.
Absolutely. He's been dominating in the middle. Bandry throwing right forward pocket Eagles into attack. We've got to wait for the footy to come back. I think it's in the car park. Nobody's getting out of the car to get it either. So Troy Farrow's had to run over and get it. So give it back to the umpire.
Make the treacherous descent down on the bike bike track. Although they've all got the rubber stops and that now, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah, that should be right. Andrew throw in, right forward pocket, east into attack, northern end of the ground. Gregorio goes up, Troy went up there as well. Ball to the back of the pack. Chalice went through without it. Ball still in dispute. The Cheetahs with the numbers. They got it free to Dan, who runs at half back. Drew a play, which was Sponner, and then gave it away to Sims. Got it over the pack. They've done the 1-2 very nicely. Dan through centre wing. Goes towards half forward. Marsh had it, lost it. Stan Chewy didn't. He got it. He gives it away. Then Van Denham runs back into trouble. Stan Chewy needs to run out of trouble. Gives it away quickly. Dela Cruz goes inside 50. It's a good kick. Does it sit? It doesn't. And the mark was nearly taken there. Came from Luke Malcolm. Goes back towards the Eagles under pressure now. Malcolm's there again. Bowman's in there as well. Breaks free for the Eagles. Can run away. Takes a bounce. Can go laterally to Primke. And misses that as a target. So the ball, will it run out? It won't. It'll stay in. The handball came back in board. It's okay for the Cheetahs. They run at 50. Try and measure the pass. Stan Chewy, third in line. Stands there and takes the mark and will shoot for goal from about 25 out, 45-degree angle. A chance for the Cheetahs second.
Not a bad start when you think, which way is there a breeze favouring either end?
East got it in the first quarter by the look of the flag.
Now look at the flag. By the look of the seconds, it didn't really make a lot of difference.
Stan Chewy, tough kick from here, right into the wind, keeps it low, kicks the goal. So his first, second for Geelong West. They go to 2 straight, 12. They lead East Geelong 1-3-9. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes played.
Well, I tell you what, they got off to a lot better start than the last time we saw them. This time last time they were about 7 goals down.
Yes, correct.
But in that case, I can't remember who it was, but I know the East player saw Primke, decided, as you called it, go laterally. But he missed him by, I reckon, by about 15 to 20 metres, which put West Geelong in the van. And still a good kick and good play by Stan Chewy to get himself in the middle of the pack, take a mark and kick a nice goal.
So the ruck replacement for East Geelong is going to be O'Shannessy. Doesn't look overly big.
He looks about as tall as me.
Yep, this time Cogger up over Gregorio up over the top. And it was tapped down, but players quickly tackled, and the umpire will come in again. And right on the circle, we'll throw it up again. So O'Shannessy giving away size, height and everything. So the big fellow Gregorio taps the ball down, went out wide. Mark taken there by Dan. Dan, quick hands, goes to Sims. Sims couldn't take it, went back and collected it. Put himself under pressure now. Fed the handball back and missed the target. Picked up, ends up in the hands of Geelong West. A bit of strength coming through the is Van Denham. He goes into the full forward line. Stan Chewy behind. Good work from Mark.
He's going to get a free kick. He's going to get a free.
Don't know whether, is it?
Hold, he reckons.
So Eugene Stan Chewy kicked it last only a minute ago. Has a chance to kick 2.
Didn't you see that hold, Smitty?
No.
Well, guess what?
Neither did he.
Neither did I. Unbelievable.
Anarchy 4-1 to Bell Post, still a goal. 15 minutes in first term at Anarchy.
Jeez, must be blown up at Windy Hill. So Stan Chewy from directly in front has goal number 2. And Geelong West to a really positive start. They lead 3 goals straight. They're 18. And yes, East Geelong on 1 goal, 3-9. We've gone 17 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Well, it is a very good start, even though I just reckon you're right. I think that was a very dubious decision, but let's forget about what happened up the forward line for a minute. I don't think East Geelong can afford to leave Benny Bolton off the ground for too long, because this kid's only too small. This is where Gregorio will actually give first use of the ball to West. But then again, looking at his frame, I don't know how long he can stay on either, so it'll be interesting to see who replaces him in the ruck for West.
Have they had anyone else that's been rucking for them? Or?
I don't know.
Gee, you wouldn't want to see.
Well, they must have. They must have, because this bloke obviously couldn't run the 4 quarters. You wouldn't have thought.
No.
So back to the middle. O'Shannessy up against Gregorio. And Pye throws the ball in the air. Gregorio goes early and gets it down. Off the wing. Handball came from Priddle to Stevens to Trotter at centre half back. Wobbles the kick towards centre wing, but it's chopped off. And the Cheetahs take the mark. Short little kick to White's a good kick too. They've created the loose man on the outside. He just goes long towards Wall. Got nobody on him. And we'll shoot for goal from 45 metres out. Clayton Trotter turns around, looks at the defenders and goes, what the hell are you doing?
Well, I tell you what.
Miles away from him.
Wall wasn't too. He thought someone was coming over the top of him too. He didn't know there was no one behind him for a minute either.
So 45 out, 45-degree angle. Brendan Wall.
Have to test for that bit of breeze we saw.
Yeah, I think it'll be a tough kick from there. Just outside the right-hand goalpost, I think, if he aims going to the southern end. He goes now. Kick is good.
That is an absolute beauty.
Puts it through for his first of the afternoon and the 4th for Geelong West. They go to 4 straight, 24. They lead East Geelong 1-3-9. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 19 minutes played.
I can't see where that flag is, and I don't care what it's doing. There's no way you can kick a goal that far against a wind like that. So obviously it's swirling. He got the right swirl because you can't kick a goal if it's against the wind that far out. So you kick from nearly 50.
Good news.
Where is that flag?
Right
Just
there.
around the corner.
Just there.
You want to grow some leaves, grub?
You know the flag's in the air. You know, don't look on the ground.
So ball back
up
in the middle.
there.
O'Shaughnessy, the big fella Gregorio gets it down, picked up there, kicked forward by Reese to the half-forward line. Mark is taken in defence, and it's through. Cogger goes out wide. Running player Cogger goes out towards Wall again. Missed him. Good work there from Jamison on the left foot. Went out wide, but too wide.
And
it's out of bounds on the full. So resulting free kick will go to Patch of Geelong West. So Patch now with the ball.
Must have heard you, Grub. Bolton's back on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a bad mismatch.
The sides have come straight down the line. Plenty of targets, and the ball's going to float over the boundary line, and that was out of bounds in the full too, wasn't it?
Certainly
I tell you what, I don't think he's going to pay it. I think he's going to pay touched.
The young fella
Certainly
might have
was
been
out
just
of
in the
bounds
wrong
on the full.
position there, but I don't think he's looking at self-preservation.
Standing underneath the pack. That's not a great spot to umpire from, underneath the pack.
Gee, that was out in the full. That was out in the full.
So the boundary umpire now restarts play, throws the ball in this
That's
time.
over the shoulder, isn't
Bolton, yes, was in front. Reese hit the ball out to Ricky O'Toole to Trotter. Trotter close quarters, went backwards, went to Bolton, put him under pressure, put it down. It's a bit of a scrimmage at centre half
I'll
forward
keep an eye on
there.
that.
And the ball now on centre wing. Players are in numbers there, and again the umpire will come in and take possession.
Luke Parker and Tyron Patch don't like each other.
So the ball's in the air. This time the big fella Gregorio has got a bit of confidence since that Bolton left the ground, so he's now jumping over the top of players, but the free kick's been awarded. It's going Geelong West way. So they'll come out of the ball through the middle of the ground into the half-forward line. Walls the target, going back. Bowman does well, knocks it down. Bolton needs to get down, get dirty, kicks it off the ground. Good work. Handball over the top, went to Sponner. Sponner went in short. And Jamison from the half-back line decides to go back in. Had a good look, went to centre of the ground. Sponner in front. Braden missed him. Ball gets to the ground, picked up there. Cogger, handballed over the top. Only as far as Sims. He went back and collected it at ground level. Fed the ball out wide. Short kick wide. Went to White. Ooh, did he get fingers on it? The umpire says he did. And it's gone over the boundary line. So we're still back on centre wing. But in play probably a minute on this side of the ground. In this little spot. Can't seem to clear it either way. Ball thrown back in. Gregorio again takes front spot as he should. Big fella, big frame. Ball goes back over the boundary line. And the game will be thrown back in. So at 21, nearly 22 minutes in the first quarter, Geelong West 4 goals straight, leading East Geelong on 1-3.
So throw in Bolton up against Gregorio. From behind, West tap it away. Sponner close to the boundary line. Got around White but ran out of room. And the boundary umpire with a bit more work to do at left half forward for the Eagles.
I must admit, he has improved, Gregorio, since the first time we've seen him.
Yes, he was. He needed a gallop after that.
Underdone.
Yes, he was. Ball from the ruck contest. The Cheetahs spring free go towards Reddy. Works his way to the front against Bowman, but can't take the footy. Wally's got 3 on him. And I'm pretty happy to see it over the boundary line. I reckon Brendan Wall with that occasion. Sponner next to him, Warwick and Bowman as well. So a boundary throw in now with the Cheetahs into attack at half forward. Throw in for Bolton and Gregorio. Neither get an effective tap. White's in there fighting hard for against Ricky O'Toole. Shuffled the handball out to Sponner. His handball further afield. Parker was standing still. Patch was there as well. He gets wrapped up. Umpire says over the shoulder. Parker will be happy about that. He handballs it out wide. Sims right on the boundary line. Goes towards Gregorio. Bolton's there as well. Oh, geez. Benny Bolton and Bowman run into each other and then West run away. They go with a kick back towards the corridor. It's a good kick. Kelly puts his hands up. In fact, it's Denham puts his hands up. He takes the mark and will shoot for goal from 40 metres out directly in front. And he's kicked 1 this afternoon already. So, chance for his second and the 5th for the Cheetahs.
Grab his brother just come to
Yeah,
say
I was going to say Mushy Doherty's just come to the commentary position.
Tell you, Mushy Cations came down with him, I think. Oh. Good to see Mushy back on the ground this week, actually. The last time we were here, he's
short stay.
it was a very short start.
Spat the dummy and went home.
So Alex Denham, southern end, 30 out, 40 out, right foot kick, and has wobbled it through for a goal.
He's got it.
I reckon Simon Pripke helped him because he pushed the goalpost away. So Alex Denham kicks his second, the fifth for the Cheetahs. They go to 5 straight 30. They led East Geelong 1-3-9. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
Gee, very nice start. As I say, we can only go on what we've seen during the year. And early in the season, West didn't look like they were going anywhere. But today, they're dishing the ball off and kicking goals, and they're going all right. And I tell you, you push the goalpost, right? That's a reportable offence. I think that would be trial by video, that one.
Don't give me any ideas.
Well, they're having a look at every other incident, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but you don't want to give me any ideas, though.
Then they go to the AFL bar and tribunal and get off anyway.
So back in the middle of the ground, Gregorio doing the ruck work. Bolton's back in there over the top. He wins the ball down. So East need to get some work out of the middle. Where O'Toole sitting over the top of it. Umpire says that's okay. I'll take the ball. So they've been good in there. Geelong West.
Looks like he's struggling, Ricky.
The ball slips out. Umpire Gregorio, another tap down, picked up there by Trotter, taken high, and he will have the resulting free kick. So right in the middle of the ground. Probably needs to get out of that patch to click it forward, but he goes into the half-forward line. We're looking towards Graham. He's up. Mark not taken, but Gregorio went back and took it. Good mark from the big fella. Handball comes back, ends up there in the hands of Donaldson, goes out wide. It's a nice weighted kick, and the mark's been taken. So Geelong West continue just to move the ball forward. Over the top, it's going to hit White. Lucky, just got there in time because Trotter was right in his hammer. And the ball is being taken. So West, they maintain the ball. Goes inside to Dan. Don't mind the way he's played so far in the game. Goes back to the big fellow in Gregorio. Kick round the corner. Wasn't pretty, but it's found its target. Picked up there. De La Cruz left it behind. Picked up by O'Toole. Ricky goes long. Graham, where it's suited by the kick here. Didn't take the mark. Picks up. Runs towards goal. And strums one through. So his first goal of the afternoon. And a much-needed goal to East Geelong. 2 goals, 3 now. They'll move and will trail Geelong Western 5 goals straight with 26 minutes gone first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Well, it was only actually Ricky's second touch, but by crikey it was a good one because he put it in a real good spot for Hayden Graham, and even though he didn't mark it, the West defence was so far out of position that he was able to get his own crumbs and kick a nice goal.
Must be blowing a goal, Anarchy. 6-1-37, Anarchy. Goalpost still 2-1-13.
Wow.
So blowing one way there, straight down the ground. Keep you updated with scores. Close to quarter time in those games. We'll give you the quarter time scores shortly. Back to the middle, Gregorio. Bolton in there. Kick off the ground by White was good towards a vacant half-forward flank. And might sit for Reddy. He keeps it in front of himself. Marsh comes across, tries to tap it on.
Another free.
Another free kick.
Do you realise at the moment the score in the free kicks, West have got 8, Trotter 5.
So Reddy from right half forward, puts it to the corridor. Primke, it comes across, just floats across nicely. Him and Bolton nearly ran into each other, but Primke took it. Inside defensive 50, plays on, goes long towards centre wing. Over the back for Ricky O'Toole. If it sits for him, getting across there, Patch in first, does well. Handball to nobody in particular. Dan had to make up some ground, got across there in front of Ricky O'Toole. Boundary throw in centre wing on the other side. So 5 straight, playing 2-3. 15 points the difference. Late stage of the first term here at the Western Oval. Boundary throw in. Short. Chalice. Up against 3 Cheetahs players. If they can break free, they can't do so. Umpire says it's rolled out over the line, out of bounds for a throw in. So boundary throw in right half forward now for the Eagles. Gregorio, ruck unchanged so far today. Up against Bolton. Favours Gregorio. Goes to the front of the pack. Cheetahs again with the numbers there. They go towards centre wing. Sits up. Ball spills free. Handball from O'Toole back inboard to Parker's okay. Goes to the left foot kick high towards full forward over the head of a couple. Is it going to bounce through? Bradshaw. I think it's bounced through. No,
touched it.
Touched. Right on the line.
There's a few unhappy East Geelong players down here. They don't reckon it was touched.
2-4-16 East Geelong. 5 straight 30 Geelong West. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 28.5 minutes played.
So Geelong West with the ball. Quickly they move it in. Went looking for Sims. Didn't take the mark. Had to go back and collect it. That was a high tackle, but it was allowed to go on by the umpire. This time he says no. It's going to be a ball up. So they were lucky to get away with that a little bit. Kick wasn't good. Ball is thrown up. Gregorio's there. West with numbers around the contest. Will come away with it. Long. Gets through the first. Took on the second. Got caught in the third. Had to be caught dropping the ball. And the resulting free kick is going to go to Thompson.
He may have been a bit stiff. I thought the first one was a bit high.
So right in the siren, Thompson has a chance here. Oh, thought it was Thompson's free kick. It's going to be Tyler Jones that's going to take the shot for goal. So I'm not too sure. I don't know much about this young bloke, but so Tyler Jones right on the quarter time siren comes in. Long kick towards goal. It's coming back. I tell you what, I think it's got in.
It's a beautiful kick.
I don't know how the goal umpire knows it was because it didn't move, but it's 3-4 now to East Geelong. 22-5 straight. 30 to Geelong West at quarter time. Buckley's Entertainment Centre's first